the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. Give him 3 there on the first. First play of the game, and it's second down.
The tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
At the 44-yard line.
We want it. Come to my world. Shift.
36 power.
51, Mike, 51.
Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Mike, shift 33. Second and 6. The 47-yard line.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Jim, 54.
Third and 2, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Check 26, check 26.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seattle.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw again is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together, and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Here's Watson. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Texans first down.
Check right, check right. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 10.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Come on, let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Everyone, 30. Cook right. Watch QB drop. Everyone, 37.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops turning the ball over back to their offense and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. They are going for it. Here's Watson, and he finds Stills, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 70 yards, and the Texans push further out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, that's caught by Hollister. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Again at 4 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Listen. One left.
Stay at home. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Coming to you.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's got the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big-time play there for the Texans. 42 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run with Miller, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
50 set. 19. 24.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
From the gun on 3rd down. Watson escaping the... And he'll take this one in for a Texans...